Did just Mario Kart count us down?
It does that every week.
I've
I wish
never
I would have
heard
been
it.
recording beforehand when Judah was like, "Start this thing, twin."
I was like, let's start this thing. That hurt. I'm so sorry.
live.
Okay, never mind. We're gonna stop now.
We were told we needed an intro video, so there you go.
Gave y'all a show.
Yep. Judah, next
Fun to
question of the
think.
week. We're gonna get vulnerable right off the bat. What makes you cry?
Makes me cry?
Yeah.
You really want to know?
Yeah. Trust me, it's gonna tie into the albums.
So, one specific thing that makes me cry a lot of, which I get close to crying, very close, is brotherly love, right?
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to think of an example. Oh, the Ghost of You music video.
That's peak.
When I saw a video explaining that Gerard Way was screaming Mikey,
Yeah. Yep. They're just brothers.
close. Anywho, what about you?
There are three things that make me cry.
Three
okay?
things.
3 things. One, I did 3 and then I almost was like, 1.
Vulgarity. Someone cussing up a storm
Stop saying cuss
brings
words,
tears.
guys. They are inappropriate and violent. 3 things. The Spirit of God, first and foremost.
Valid. Now I sound like a heathen.
Yeah, you heathen. The second, death makes me cry. Like, it doesn't matter who it is, just funerals in general are just, I don't know, there's just something about them that get me.
Valid.
I think that's the whole point of them, though, so, like.
This is true.
But then thirdly, and the one that we will need to talk about the most, is art.
Ooh.
Art makes me cry in very specific circumstances.
Right.
So films probably do it the most. 'cause
Wait,
it's-
actually, let me
It's a
add-
visual thing.
Right. Can I add one to mine?
Yeah,
Because
you
that
can add
reminds me.
one.
I will say also, I don't want to make it, I mean, art can, specifically music. Like, I have a playlist of certain songs that do make me cry.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Well, I was just saying, it's not even like, oh, I saw a sad movie and I'm gonna cry. It's more
Right.
like, whoa, this is beautiful. Someone made this, and it
Right.
like brings a tear to my eye.
Real.
Like that's what I mean. I'm not like sitting there sobbing because of like La La Land or something.
Right. Well,
But I'm just, and then music will also do it, not as often, but that's how I know
what's a song?
music is. We're gonna get to that.
Okay.
That's how I know music can really do it, because if a certain song hits me a certain way, it'll like bring a tear to my eye. Like, whoa, this is beautiful.
Exactly.
So like "Viciously Lonely" by the Backseat Lovers does that. That song is perfect.
on guard.
But more in tone with what we're talking about today, "Let Down" by Radiohead
That one's
does
really
that.
good.
And that one's one that I'll talk about more when we talk about the album, but that one's one that just like shocks me with how perfectly written and constructed it is.
Right.
And it's just like, holy crap, humans have been gifted with the ability to make incredible
Beauty.
things like this.
Right.
And it just gets to me. And so that leads perfectly into the 2 albums we're talking about today.
Peak and peak.
OK Computer and Decide. Yeah, they're both peak
Peak and
for
peak.
completely different reasons. Jude, I say we start with the new one first because I was not familiar with.
Oh, Decide.
Yeah,
So, I'd been listening to this song ever since it Go Away.
we're talking about Decide by, how do you say his band name?
Joe. It's just Joe.
It's just Joe.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because that's his name, Joe Keery.
Yeah, it's literally Joe. He just spells it cool.
who's also the guy from Stranger Things.
Anyways,
yes.
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna give a little background on him first. I did not, when I first heard like End of Beginning, I did not know it was the guy from Stranger Things. And then I like saw a video of him performing it live, and I was like, that guy looks familiar. And then just went on with my life.
Yeah.
And then like only
Didn't even
recently
connect the
realized,
dots.
oh shoot, that's Joe Keery. That's how I know that guy.
Yeah. No, so I started listening to End of Beginning whenever it blew up on TikTok, of course.
Yeah.
Because it's actually good. You know, if there's an actually good TikTok song, I'll listen to it.
Yep.
Holy moly, my knuckles are ashy, bro. Look at TS. I punch metal for fun, that's why.
Brown people
Anyways, so I started listening to that one, and then one of my friends suggested Change off of the album, and I was like,
Mhm.
this is peak. You know, I'm skeptical of most influencer artists.
Okay, let's talk about that real quick. Hot take, I'm not against nepotism or people using the connections that they've built up as influencers or actors or anything if they're good at it. Okay?
Right.
Like, Joe Keery is an actor and builds up a following and decides to release music and he's good at it. Great. Use your connections.
I'm not against that either.
You know, do whatever. It's the people who exploit it and aren't good.
Yes,
to begin
exactly.
With. Those are the people.
Those are people that need to shut up.
That really,
I'm trying to think of some.
Oh, I've got some.
Okay.
All right? I don't want to call people out, but let's just say there's other people on the Stranger Things cast. All right.
Ooh.
Who are nepo babies and don't do things good. Okay.
I'm thinking. Who are you talking about?
Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke's daughter, Maya Hawke.
Oh yeah.
All right. Not nearly as good as your mother. Okay. Not that you're bad at
who's
it.
her
I'm just saying,
mother?
Uma Thurman,
I don't know who that is.
actress.
That's all I need to know. You know Finn Wolfhard's in a band, right?
Yes. Did you know Finn Wolfhard directed a George Harrison music video that's coming out, and it looks pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not like that's another thing where it's like not like, oh look, Finn Wolfhard directed this. It was like just a cool music video that the George Harrison account posted.
Right.
And then like you scrolled down in the description and it was like directed by Finn Wolfhard, and I was like,
I like when they're nonchalant about it.
yeah, same.
And they're not like, what's the term whenever they throw a big name up there just to attract attention? Like all the crappy movies with like Dwayne Johnson.
Oh yeah, it's literally
What's
just,
the term for that?
I don't know. It's pattern recognition in people. They say, oh, I recognize that guy.
Yeah,
It's why
exactly.
people make fun of like Jack Black or Chris Pratt or those people who just get thrown in these
Right,
movies
exactly.
as a
Ow.
big name. But people like familiarity.
Right, but if they're nonchalant about it,
Speaking
you know.
of familiarity, we've got the soundboard back.
Heck yeah.
Judah said a bad word. That's why I hit that.
Yeah, I did. Shut the you freaking.
Bad boy.
Oh!
I was hoping that was the one I was going to hit. I don't remember which one's which. But no, if people use their connections the right way, you can get great art like this. But other than In the Beginning, I knew like none of the songs going into it
Right.
this week.
I knew two. That's it. Which honestly, I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked this album at first, but then I started to really like it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I'm going to have to listen to it more.
What's another
just
deep
first
cut?
and foremost.
I
like-
almost did the thing that you always do. I almost pulled a Noah and like focused on one album and didn't listen to the other one at all. But
I
yesterday
do
and
that a
today, I grind it out, decide.
Oh, see, I listen to OK Computer in general constantly.
Yeah, me too.
Uh,
I have something proud. One of my friends, I don't even need to pull it up. One of my friends, they on Airbuds, it like, who matched your energy music listening wise? And
Tom York.
OK Computer was on the top, and then In Rainbows was second.
Oh, shit.
And this was out of all of our friends.
That's peak.
And I was at like 364 listens for OK Computer and like 314 for In Rainbows. I took 2 spots.
That is peak. I'm not on earbuds though, otherwise I would leave you in the dust.
This kid.
With Radiohead at least. I'm trying to get to the album so I can pull out the deep cuts. Okay, so Judah first when he
I
first
don't
picked
have
this
them all
album,
memorized.
he texted me later that day and was like, "I really think you're gonna like this. It's almost like modern Talking Heads type
Yeah, with
thing,"
electronics.
which makes sense because Talking Heads was like one of the first bands. White bands too, to take like
Hey, give it crack out break.
blues and funk, and put them all together to make what they did. And yeah, at first I listened to it and I was like, this does not remind me of that. But then I started listening to Joe Keery and like how he sings, and the
exactly.
lyrics especially. It's so David Byrne. Like,
Exactly.
let me go to my favorite
I've
song on the album just
go.
right off the bat. Gloom. That's what I was.
That's
about to
what it
go
was?
to.
I
Gloom
love
is
that
my
one.
favorite album. I mean, my favorite song off the album.
That's your favorite?
Yeah,
Valid.
and it's 2 minutes long. It just hits it.
It's so good.
But my
favorite line is, I've got to walk my dog, I'm ready to go. My dog's expecting me.
my back is giving out. I'm ready to go. I need to walk my dog. I'm ready to go. Like that reminds me so much of like David Byrne and like
Exactly.
Once in a Lifetime's.
Oh my
type
God,
crowd.
that bass line. What do you think about it?
Oh, the
Bow,
synth sounds on this thing,
Whatever it
especially
is.
with the bass.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's synths everywhere.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing.
It's like
A
all
synth pop
synths.
album, and the whole bass sounds. I mean, they're so big and they fill up so much space.
That's
and they
my
work
favorite
so well.
transition on this album, from song to song. From which I don't even know if you could call it a transition, but the abrupt ending of Runner into Gloom.
Yeah.
I just realized it's Gloom, not Gloam, earlier today.
Well, it's just a great example of how well crafted this album is, because like even songs like In the Beginning, which it's the big single off the album, you listen to it in the context and you're like, oh, it has its place.
Exactly.
It works really well, and it's
I feel like it stands out a little bit.
It does it, but I think that's also kind of could just be our bias going into
Yeah,
it.
I
We
think
know this as the hit TikTok song.
Which I thought that too, and then I was like, this is the only one that's got like guitars almost as a primary instrument, so I don't know.
And he does sing a little differently on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like his voice,
He's a little bit
which he
more
has a
softer
great
spoken,
voice.
and
he has a great
not
voice,
as
period. But yeah, he uses it. He's less worried about the danceability of it.
Yeah,
and more
exactly.
like more just vibing with the music until he gets to like, you take the man out of the city, not the city out the man.
You take the
Which is
man
a
out
great
of
part of
the...
the song. Also, the way he uses the drums and the bass together on this album to like create grooves.
Oh my gosh! And
the
is
space
it On
that
and
he
On,
makes when
or is
they
it
cut
Half?
out.
It's Half-Life. Whenever
Half-Life
it
is
goes,
okay. Half-Life's my second favorite.
Whenever it goes from.
Because it does the change up, but
Yes.
the change up is also like subverting your expectations, because the riff starts and you think it's gonna be
Yeah.
one rhythm, and then it comes
But it's
in,
just slow, and you
different.
think it's just gonna be like halftime, but then it comes in on a weird beat,
You think
and
it's
you're
gonna
like,
be Half-Life.
That's good. Hold on. Okay, that wasn't. There we go.
Mic drop. Just kidding. Don't want to buy a new one.
Don't do that.
Uh,
We're college students. We don't have $100 hanging out
We
of our
work minimum wage
pockets.
jobs.
Please don't break our stuff. Please don't break our
Speaking of which,
stuff.
guys, thanks to our sponsor. No, I'm kidding.
Dude, imagine Manscaped. I wish, bro. Like, I remember when I was like 13 or 14, laying in bed, and I didn't have Spotify Premium at the time. And then I'd like hear the end of a song, and I'm like about to
Oh
fall
my God,
asleep, and
for
then I
real.
hear, Trojan Man, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm about to fall asleep, and I'm hearing
getting a
about
condom ad?
freaking. Oh my gosh, I don't want to hear about the sock for your pickle, bro. What? I'm good, bro.
Anyways, all this will be on our Patreon. It's $23 a week. Go subscribe.
Speaking of, whatever you want to talk about, that capitalism, buying stuff, bro.
Speaking of capitalism.
Bro, the credit card, the freaking card theft ops are after us.
Oh, they after you now?
I had like a fraudulent charge on my card, and I literally, before I came here, I had to go get a new card. I had okay, it's gonna sound like it was me. It's gonna
literally
sound
this
like I'm
happened.
crazy for a second, okay? A $200 charge from Guitar Center. It wasn't me. I didn't buy anything.
Okay, hold on.
It wasn't me. I didn't buy anything.
Mine was like a video rental store in New York. Obviously, it wasn't me.
The card
Come
thief
on,
just
Judah.
knows me.
A
They just
Guitar
know.
Center.
They're trying to fool me. They're trying to fool the people. They're like, "Now you bought this. We're not returning to you." And so like
That's wild.
I didn't use my account, and it pulled out of my savings too, which sucked. And then I had like 50, and then like for 2 days, the margin of 2 days, all my pending charges then were charged after it pulled out of my savings, which caused like 4 overdraft fees. TS was annoying, bro. Anyways, but they all got reversed, and I woke up this morning and the charge was gone, so we're chilling. Like, I'm fine with the charge.
Yeah,
Just
all mine
let me
got-
know and give me a new
Yeah,
pedal.
exactly. All mine got fixed too. But it's weird that it happened to me. It happened to us back to back like that.
Maybe it's one of our brothers.
It probably is.
Ben and Levi
I
conspiring
was
with
gonna
each
say,
other.
they're working together. But it's cold out
Anywho,
here.
where are we at? Huh?
It's cold out here.
You're cold?
Nah, it's fine. I'm just saying.
Where's your coffee?
I didn't bring it today. It's like 1 in the afternoon.
Freak you on. What you doing, bro?
I'm just looking at yours, bro. Oh, he's drinking tea. He's British today.
I'm British.
Hey, British.
Thank God we don't have no Brits on the show today. I can't do a British accent. I always get it mixed with Australian.
Judah, we do have Brits on the show today.
Oh, you're right.
Radiohead.
I hope they heard that. That'd be funny.
This has been a great interlude so far.
Yeah,
Let's
that
go
was
back
good.
to the
Yeah, let's talk about the album again. What did you think about the back half of the album?
it's not as memorable as the first half, but I
Agreed,
think that
but
could
it's still
also be the problem of I haven't listened to it enough.
I think that's mine as
But
well.
I feel like I hit I want your video, and after that it's kind of like
exactly. It doesn't
Not as
descend. It
memorable.
just it's not as memorable.
yeah,
Which I think if there was no bias as well,
true. Because you
'Cause,
kinda,
like,
you hit
figure
end
you
of
out.
beginning, you hit end of beginning,
And
then
on and
after-
on.
and then you hit I want your video, but then after that it's kind of just like
like on and on's before.
I've heard the songs,
Climax
I
is
know.
also really good. Like the middle part of that
That is true.
had me climaxing.
What's like the little interlude too? Oh, is that all it takes? It's like the 20-second interlude that's just in there.
It's like the 67th one.
Bad boy.
That was the wrong one. Wait, where's the horns? Do we have the? Do we have that one? We need to update these. Okay, we don't have it. We don't
That
have
one?
it.
I
Pretend,
don't know what
pretend
you're
y'all heard the. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
They know. The viewers know. Who in the world?
There's a you got the same notification I did.
Was it the follow?
Yeah.
You ever get like follows and it's like random girls and you're like, maybe I'm pulling some huzz. And then it's just like a freaking
Those are
OnlyFans
bot
bot.
accounts.
Yeah,
those
I hate
are
those.
bot accounts, Judah. No, I get message notifications
Oh,
or
I
like
know.
follow notifications. No, I'm saying, and then I click on them, and then it takes me to the pod account, and I'm like, oh, that's not even mine. Get off there.
Exactly.
I wish it would tell you on the notifications.
I know, right?
Uh,
Which it did for like a short while, but then stopped.
yeah, it
Anywho,
doesn't anymore. We're getting sidetracked.
Any Gert.
What were you saying about? Why are you like so?
I'm mogging the camera.
Oh, okay.
I feel like a man. Sound like a boy.
Well, you look like a woman.
What? Just like a woman. Get my
Okay, Bob
reference?
Dylan.
Yeah.
This is your album. I'm letting you say
I thought it
whatever
was
you
really
want
good.
about it because
I want to listen to the next. He dropped another one recently, actually. I think this year or
Really?
last year. No, it was last year. And I want to listen to it soon, but that's not my next pick. My next pick's different. But are we even picking today?
Okay, let's just go ahead.
Wait, no, we're not. That's
Let's
right.
go ahead and take a break and explain what's going to happen because Judah's
Wait,
going out of.
Well, before we do this, let's just rate the album. Because sounds like.
Oh yeah, because and then we'll go to an intermission. This
Yeah.
album gets a strong 7. I've got to listen to it more.
Ooh.
What?
Nothing. I'm gonna give it an 8.1.
Pretty similar.
Hold on.
We both expected to like this album, and we did.
Got to put it in my notes app.
Like an unk holding it all the way up.
I don't know. I feel like it's better for my eyeballs.
That's what the unks say.
I'm
You
not
know, when
Unk.
I'm wearing my cheaters, I got to wear it.
Bro,
hold
my
it all
students
the
be
way
calling
out
me
here.
Unk all the time, bro. It's not even funny. He's like,
Yeah,
what
I've
is
been
Unk
getting
doing?
called
I'm
Unk
like,
lately.
bro, I'm only 19. What'd you give it? A strong 7?
Yep. I'm not even 19 yet, and I'm already getting called Unk.
You're about to be. What did I rate it? 8.1? Yeah.
8.1.
All right. Are you going to give OK Computer a 10? Yeah.
Do you even know who I
Strong
am?
10, right?
We're not to that album yet, okay, Judah? Okay.
I'm just predicting it.
Okay.
I have predictions.
Okay. And I'm predicting you're going to give it a 2 because you have no taste. No, I'm kidding.
Basically.
Okay, real quick. Judah's going out of town. So we're
I am.
backlogging episodes. So this week we're recording multiple. So this will come out, what? The Monday
Next
that you're
Monday.
hearing this, the next episode we're planning has a theme. It's a topic we've talked about before. We're really going in depth on it. Then when we get back, we're not going to announce album picks on that episode because it'll be so far in advance by the time we get to record it. It'll be like 2 weeks.
I think we should be. Well, wait. Say it again. By the time we record it, it'll be 2 weeks out. Yeah. So this one's coming out next week. And then we're recording it, Thursday. And that one will come out the week after.
Yeah.
Which will be the last week
So
of
don't worry,
December.
y'all won't miss any episodes. Oh,
But
yeah,
the
it'll
one
be
after that, did you remember my idea?
the Spotify thing.
No. With bro?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You want
that's
to do
what I
that
was thinking.
then?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then we can do that.
Because
work.
that'll be correlated with the gifts.
So
And that
don't worry,
one, that
y'all won't-
episode will be recorded the week that Thursday's episode comes out.
Yes, exactly. So that's our calendar. Y'all won't miss anything. We just have to plan it that far. in
It'll be
advance.
big.
Anything else we need to say before we go into just what's going to be an absolute rant from me about OK Computer?
What'd you think about the 80s sound? Or did you even pick
Oh,
up pictures? Ah!
Oh,
There's a bug.
that's my favorite part of this whole synth poppy
Valid.
thing.
And I'm
It
ready
reminds
to
me
go.
of
Do, do, do.
something like Tears for Fears or that.
Except
type of
I don't
thing.
like Tears for Fears.
Well, I know you don't. I mean like the good songs. Like
Yeah.
Everybody Wants to Rule the World and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's got that.
What do you think of my backyard? What do you rate it? What's the backyard rate?
Well, right now it's got trash in the.
I know, it's my dad's fault. Pretend that's not there.
Okay.
It's low-key tough. One thing I've never
What y'all
been...
don't see is the swamp back there.
Yeah. Swamp's on that side. So is the forest. That forest is like fake. It's like one tree line thing.
I think they could see the building in the background. I think they know it's like one tree.
Those neighbors are butts. Actually, my brothers are just stupid. Maybe they're butts too, but
Story time. What happened?
they vandalized their old barn. But
Sounds like y'all are the
in their
butts.
defense, which I stayed
What?
home whenever it happened, they like, you see the rusty barn?
Yeah.
No, you don't see it. It's over there. You see it whenever you drive over here. It looks like it's about to fall apart.
Yeah.
Unless it's already fallen apart. I don't even remember. Anyways, they went in there, which I'm surprised, honestly, because every time we even cross this tree line, they somehow find us in whenever we used to go over there and tell us to get off the property. So I'm surprised they made it that far. Anyways, there were spray cans in there, and they spray painted all over it, and got in trouble.
Pastor's kids.
Yeah.
Vandals. And y'all are like, yeah, they're the ones who are butts. All right. All righty.
Well, I say that because
Alright.
every time we went over their property, like even if it wasn't doing diddly squat, they were like,
Yeah, that is
"Get off
annoying
our
because like y'all have
property."
all that land back there that's just like,
but you got to explore it
who
all.
owns that ditch?
Exactly.
Like, it's just a giant ditch.
Exactly.
All right. That's there's stuff like that all the time. Like my great grandma's house has like a ton of woods at it, and
Yeah,
we've
exactly.
always just gone back there and like played around back there. But at
Found homeless
Easter,
people.
this year, no, listen to this.
Okay.
So like we know the woods, like we have a map of it and everything. Like there's a little, it goes all the way back, and there's a little area with like old pile of bricks.
Ooh.
And there's an old shed that's fallen apart. And
Scary.
we've always gone back there, and that's been just our little like hangout spot.
Right.
For, all 18 years of my life.
That's tough. Where's
So we've gone back there always, and just at this past time for Easter, we're all grown now, so we just decided, hey, we're gonna walk back there and see what's back there. We walk back there, and there is an old man on his property that's like 100 yards away. We never go over there because it's open. He has a pond back there and everything. He's basically butt naked. He's bro just
Oh, I
standing
knew
there
it. I
in
was
his
like-
underwear.
I was so ready for him to say naked.
He was standing there in his underwear with his like 4 dogs, and he sees us and he just starts speed walking towards us. And we were like, all right, this is some horror movie.
Heck no.
So we just slowly walk back, and he follows us through this. I mean, it's a trail to get back to her house.
Heck no.
Follows us the whole way, just like at like from here to the fire pit's distance. I mean, like
That's crazy.
literally, and we just ignored him the whole time.
You know what you do?
No. Listen.
sorry, go ahead, go
we
ahead.
got all the way to the porch of my grandma's house. Like her probably from here to the fence, her yard is open where the
Right.
tree line is.
Right.
Actually, it's further than that. It's probably from fence to fence.
Oh.
And he walks all the way through her yard, and we're on her porch. And finally, we just turn around and go, "Do you want something?" And
You want to pet my dogs?
and the guy was like, "What were y'all doing on that property?" And we were like, "What are you talking about? It's not your property." And he was like, "I know the lady whose property it is. No one has lived in that house for 100 years." And he's at this point, all the older people are coming out too, and they're like, "What? What are you doing?" And my dad's cousin, her husband, comes out,
Right.
And he's this big guy, and he's like, "Dude, what the hell are you doing out here?" Like, the guys like they were vandalizing. I heard them vandalize that shed. It's fallen over now. That thing has
Oh.
been destroyed for years.
Sure, bro.
And he was like, "We know that's not true. Can you go home?" And the guy's like, "I'm telling you, they did it." And he's like, "Get out of here now." And so the guy turns around in his underwear and just starts walking back through the woods.
Bro, this is why I hate old
And we
people.
were like, what was that? We were going to just ignore it and let the guy walk through the woods, but no.
That's where you climb the trees and fill your your pockets with rocks.
I was actually shocked that like Grayson and Addison didn't start beating the crap out of the guy
Yeah, I
because
know,
they
that
were
would've
ready to, and I told them, "No, just walk off. Let's walk off."
Speaking of, oh my gosh, that reminds me of a story. So, one time, like the road down there that goes to the ditch.
Mhm.
So, we didn't want to walk on the road because it was busy, right?
Yeah.
And it was cold outside. Remember that. So we're headed down the road on the left side, and so there's the road, there's a ditch, right? There's a patch of grass between them, and then there's this dude's property. Okay, so we were on that grass, and the patch of grass between the road and the ditch gets really small. So we get on the left side, just barely on this dude's property. Bro comes out and like opens his garage Batman style and rolls out on an ATV and starts hooting and hollering at me, Daniel, and
What do you
Josh.
think you're doing?
He's like, "Are y'all idiots? Are y'all stupid? What are you doing on my property? Blah 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 blah." So right before he pulls up, of course, we both hop onto the other side and get onto the road just so he doesn't have more reason to be pissed. Right. And then he's like, "Blah, what are y'all doing?" And then we're like, "Sir, we're just walking. Sorry." We by the way, while we were on his property, we were like almost in the ditch. We were like very close bordering the edge of it, all right? We just didn't want to get our feet wet because it was cold, right? And we didn't have no boots or nothing on, and we didn't want to get hit by a car, okay? And so he's hooting and hollering and ranting. And of course, Daniel and Josh, you know how they are. They don't talk to strangers.
They ain't gonna.
Yeah, so I do all the
Fight him.
talking. So I just tell them I got it. And so I talk to him.
I'm
and I
actually
was
shocked Daniel doesn't like, dude, what's your problem? Like,
Exactly. I think it's just because he doesn't have much. I don't know this dude either. Bro looks like Pinocchio or something. Like he looks funny. Anyways, so I'm like, "Hey man, we were just walking. Sorry, we didn't mean to intrude or anything." And then he just keeps yapping. He's like, "Are y'all stupid? What?" And then he's like, Where's your parents? Where your parents live? Where do y'all live? What's your address?" And I'm like,
What's your social security
I'm like,
number?
"Sir, I'm not giving you that information." And he was like, "I'll call the cops right now." I was like,
Go
"Okay,
ahead.
call the cops." And then he calls the cops. He's on the phone with them. He's like, "I've got 3 teenagers right here." And then I'm just waiting. We start walking. We start headed back. So we're like, it's a good while till you
I
hit our
wonder how many
neighborhood.
calls the cops get daily.
I
of
know
people like that.
for real. Like they're just
So
annoying. They
annoying.
come back and they're like, "Sir, this is like the 3rd time."
This is the 3rd time this week you've called about teenagers
Anywho,
that
we're
are never
wa-
here when we get here. So
We're walking back, and I just turn, or he's like, he's on the phone with them. He's like, "Yeah, I've got 3 teenagers right here." And then I was like, "All right, sir, we'll take you to our parents' house, but you got to follow us. I'm not telling you the address, but you can follow us." And then he's like, he tells the cops, "Okay, they're complying, basically, whatever, blah, blah, blah." Hangs up on him. I turn, and then I'm,
stop resisting.
and then I'm like, "Okay, we'll take you now." So I turn to Josh and Daniel behind me. Obviously, they're nervous, so I know they're jittery and whatever. So I tell them, "Follow my lead, walk really slow." I'm like, "Follow my lead, walk really slow." Because the walk back.
Boom! They all scrambled. in a different direction.
And then so we start walking back, and we're like I don't know what you would call it. I don't know. We're maybe like we're a bit out. It's a far walk, maybe like
It's
a
a good walk.
10-minute walk, okay? And so I'm like, "All right, Josh, Daniel, walk really slow." And I start walking really slow. And he's on his
Just wait
ATV
the
too.
guy out.
Exactly. That's what we did. He's on his ATV. He's like, which address do you live at?" I'm like, "Sir, I'm not telling you. You can follow us." And then he's like, "Okay." So he drives. He's driving with us at first. We're walking really slow, so he's driving really slow. And then he just drives away, goes down the neighborhood, checks them all, comes back, and then comes down. And I'm like, he's about to tell us, "Just don't come back." And sure enough, he's like, "You know what? Just don't do anything stupid again." And I'm like, "Yes, sir. Have a great day." And so we got right off the hook.
People are so stupid.
Exactly. Like, get all heated up. I just waited out. Stupid freaking nimwit.
Bro, you mentioned my dead great grandma. You want to hear what happened at her funeral, bro?
Oh, no.
All right. They pick me, Grayson, Addison Jackson,
Right.
to be the pallbearers, and Hudson.
That's like the people who hold the thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Not Jackson. Hudson, Grayson, me, Addison. Okay, all the cousins that were there,
Right.
and then my dad and his brother. So we're her 4 great grandchildren that were there, and then 2 of her grandchildren that were there. All right. So yes, we carry the casket. However, this cemetery is like at the church that they helped found, like, years and years ago.
Right.
And it is like just out in the middle of nowhere.
Ooh.
So first of all, she was an hour late to her own funeral because the funeral home just took that long getting her out there because it was so just out in the distance, nobody could find it. So by the time she was there and we got her out, we put her on the thing. We did good the first time, okay? We put her how she was supposed to be. They do the service it was just a small family thing at the gravesite.
Right.
they go to open it up, it's for everybody to walk by,
Right.
and they realize that they accidentally turned the wrong way. They told us the wrong way, which is fine because her head has to be at her headstone, but the way we're sitting, she has to be the other way. So they tell us to flip it around. So we line up, and we all grab a hold of this thing, except the idiots who dug this grave put the dirt and rocks that they dug up, literally, if this is the hole, it's right here. So Addison's on this side holding the casket, and he has one foot on this hill and another foot about to fall in the hole.
No.
And so he pulls back. But Grayson's over here by me, pulls Grayson with him. So Grayson goes into the hole. So I grab Grayson while trying to hold this. It took a hot minute to get us out because we almost fell in.
That's crazy.
But the whole time, everybody was just laughing at us. And her daughter was like, well, Mom's getting a kick out of this. And so we turned around the right way. They opened it up. They were the last thing in the service. And we got to turn her back around because her head has to be at her headstone.
Right.
Finally, third time's a charm. We finally figured it out and got her in there. But it was
bro. That's crazy.
It was rough. It was rough. But everybody laughed at us.
I was scared you were gonna say you dropped it and it
Oh, it was close.
It was very close.
Very close.
That's
it had to
terrifying.
My uncle had to run up from the back and grab behind where Grayson was because Grayson couldn't hold the casket and himself up at the same time.
Golly.
Yeah,
That's crazy, dude.
It was rough. It was rough.
Anywho. Where were we?
Okay, computer.
Yeah. Wait, I gotta take a leak.
Oh God. All right. Pause. 32 minutes.
Peak male experience, bro.
Buster got cremated. Shout out Buster. She just sent that in the group chat.
Rest in peace, Buster. You have our sympathies. And the Duncan family, you also have our sympathies.
Nah, just Buster.
Oh, never mind. Anywho. Back to OK Computer.
Yep. Back to peak. Okay. We don't need technology. That's what Tom York taught us in this album.
Exactly.
So, OK Computer by Radiohead. Radiohead releases, obviously, Pablo Honey.
Right.
And I already warned Judah that he's just gonna have to shut up for this one because no, I'm kidding. We're gonna take it track by track because this album has so much to offer. So Radiohead releases Pablo Honey. Obviously, it has Creep in it. That goes big. They all hate that though. So they write the bends. Well, that just keeps getting bigger. So in an effort to subvert their popularity, they release OK Computer.
How ironic.
And it blows up and is still considered one of the greatest albums of all time. Which is funny because after that they were like, okay, we have to do the exact opposite. Let's make an electronic album, and then it blows up and is considered one of the greatest albums.
They're just airballing. It's like,
and then after that they do "Hail to the Thief," and people are like, okay, y'all can rock, blah blah blah. And then they're like, oh yeah, well, let's do something else.
I said I wasn't gonna do that.
What? Oh, burp in the microphone? Yeah, we talked about that. Don't do that
I'm sorry, guys.
But then after "Hail to the Thief," they're like, okay, what if we write like a chill album so people won't like that? And then "In Rainbows" is considered one of the greatest albums of all time. So they just keep like trying to like just throw the ball away, and it just like magically goes in every time.
Exactly, bro.
Ow. But we're here to talk about OK Computer. All right, we've talked about Radiohead before. We mentioned this album a lot, so it's just about time it gets its own episode.
I'm low-key sad.
Why?
Because OK Computer's so good. Go away, bug. I'm afraid anything else any other album we do by Radiohead is gonna fall short.
Well, we'll have to find out. I'm more than happy to do more Radiohead. But let's talk OK Computer. So OK Computer is a concept album.
It is?
Oh, yeah. Completely. We'll talk about that. Right?
Okay, talk about it.
It's a concept album, and while it doesn't have like an overarching story and everything, it is like it's a classic concept album in the same way like trying to think like Pink Floyd's The Wall or Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have to have a story or anything. It just, this is the concept that we're writing around, and it's what everything is about.
I see what you're saying.
And the concept that Radiohead chose for OK Computer, as the title suggests, is technology, our reliance on it. And this was in 1997. Our reliance on it, the consumerism of it, that type of thing. And
I have a cool point to add to
just
this.
society as a whole.
Right.
Specifically with the way things were going in the 90s toward technology. And now, part of the reasons this album is so timeless is that it applies so much more nowadays.
Literally.
Every single song on here. So do you have any points before we just go track by track and talk about the themes of the album?
Yes, kind of support that. So are you?
Because I want to talk about the lyrics and like the themes and
Right.
like, what makes
This is more of
album
like a
so-
background supporting it. Thing.
Yeah, I want to talk about what makes the album so great writing style before we even get to the music side
Okay,
of
I got
things.
you. So funny enough, are you familiar with accelerationism? I'm sure you are. Are
I'm
you?
sure I am. I don't get to recognize the name.
So accelerationism is basically like the progression of society to collapse. Then you have right wing and left wing accelerationism. Not getting political at all, just explaining.
Yeah.
Right wing is chaos and anarchy till the government collapses.
Mhm.
Right? Not very believable that it's going to happen
Left
in
wing
the
is
future.
authoritarianism until
Kind of.
yeah. Okay.
The scary part of it is the left wing one, which that's half of it. The
this
left
is-
wing one's
okay,
a lot more likely
to
to
take a
happen.
political science approach. This is less left and right and more up and down is what we call it. So authoritarianism versus libertarianism. So
Remind me
if you go-
authoritarianism.
Authoritarianism is like tyranny, like the government
The
controls
government taking over,
everything.
right.
Libertarianism is no government anarchy, like you said.
Right. Okay. So, yes, authoritarian. How do you say it?
Authoritarianism
Authoritarianism,
or totalitarianism.
totalitarianism. Anyways, I read a little bit more into it because I was watching a video on this guy. The guy I told you, I asked you if you knew Scott Payne,
Mhm.
which that was before Aaron Cairo yesterday. But Scott Payne, he was an FBI agent who infiltrated the KKK, and they started talking about it. So I looked up left-wing accelerationism, and it's kind of scary how much more likely it is to happen. It talks about kind of what Tom, almost said Tom.
I was just say
Tom York is talking about.
authoritarianism takeover is way more likely because people are more likely to give up freedom in
Exactly.
exchange for convenience or safety than
And
they
like
are.
a more niche part of it was the reliance on technology.
Exactly, that's a big
And with
part of it
AI
nowadays.
coming up, like, bro,
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is like, well, you won't have to work anymore.
exactly. You won't
Just-
have to do anything. You
but
won't have
then
to
it's
live
like-
anymore.
But then it's like, who's going to control the resources? The government, obviously.
Exactly.
Which has only worked in the past. So yeah, that's pretty much what this was talking about 38 years ago now.
Yeah. There you go.
And that's what I love about it is it's so timeless. Like
It is.
it applies so much now. And like so
28. Not
we're about to
38.
go track by track talking about what each song like means and how it works in the album. But real quick, I just want to shout out
Yeah.
like there's a YouTube video I watched on it. It's like an hour long.
The flip, you didn't send it to me?
This was a while ago. I watched
Oh.
it, but then I watched it again this morning because I was like, "We're talking about this album, and I want to watch it again."
And we don't have any school, so we can do whatever we want.
Bad boy.
I do actually have to get my phone now.
This kid. Was that
You
to
do have to
punish yourself?
rely
Did
on-
you just call yourself a bad boy?
Yeah, I actually do
Freak.
have to rely on technology now.
I have the set list memorized, so
Well, no, I'm not going to that. I'm going to the YouTube video.
Never
so I
mind.
can shout it out, Judah, because I credit the creators. Okay,
that's good.
all right. I'm not
You
like
know
some
who
dumb
doesn't?
React channel. I'm not freaking Sissa Sniper Wolf.
That was a good reference.
It's called An Analysis of OK Computer by Stimp on YouTube. It's an older video. Shut
I
up,
gotta
stupid
watch
ad.
that.
It's from 3 years ago. Go watch it. It's incredible. But the reason he makes it is because Jay Schlatt, the gaming YouTuber,
Right.
Schlatt, made a series like when he earlier on in his YouTube career on OK.
I'm trying to think,
Computer.
what does he look like?
The one with the mutton chops. Oh, you know Schlatt.
Pull up a picture.
Oh,
I definitely
come
know
on,
him. I know Schlatt. I'm just trying to, I need to connect an image.
He's the one.
Mutton chops.
He's the one. Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no games, or games unlimited games but no games?
What?
He used
I'm
to have
trying to
he
think
used to have a podcast, and that was like the thing they would always.
Oh, that guy.
That's a freaking picture of him photoshopped to make him look Chad.
Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So he made a series on OK Computer like before he was like a big gaming
Right.
YouTuber and stuff.
Time out. I love when like YouTubers like that are just like secretly musicians or like
Oh yeah.
like what's his name? Oompaville. Who else? What's another one?
Papa Meat.
Papa Meat. Papa Meat.
Papa Meat has a
Moist
great little
Critical.
project. Yeah, Moist.
Who
I
else?
think who else?
There's some that's like Dan TDM. He's a guitarist. I think it's Dan. I think it's
Drew Gooden is a phenomenal
Jacksepticeye.
guitarist. You need to go watch Drew Gooden's video. It's
I
an
did.
older one on
you sent
Guitar
it to me.
Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, great
Jacksepticeye is a phenomenal drummer. Oh my gosh, he collabed with someone the other day. Oh, it was some chick off the. I think it was some chick off of the Musician Mansion. She was already YouTube. But anyways, it was really cool. I love whenever like they're secretly musicians and then they just come.
CG5. Can't wait to meet you.
Did you see the interview with him and Josh Hutcherson?
Yeah,
He did not
Josh
give a
Hutcherson's
crap.
just looking at him like,
Awesome. It's like
the whole time he's like
a
sitting there
dad
singing
telling
his
his
song.
son his drawing's awesome.
yeah,
Cool, buddy.
I felt for Josh Hutcherson.
That was so funny, bro. That's my voice. That's my voice. Like, bro,
That's me singing that, guys. Yeah, we know, we can tell.
he looks so.
But yeah, so go watch that video if you want like a more in-depth analysis. I'm just gonna kind of summarize, but my theories are a little different than his on like the contents of the songs because I
Right.
think they can be taken in so many different ways.
Yeah.
That's something great about the way Tom York writes.
It's always ambiguous and like
It's always
not
ambiguous
like
enough
not
that
too ambiguous, but yeah, but it's
that
like
you know what he was going for, but you also know that you can have your own interpretation.
yeah, it's so
of
like
it.
interchangeable. That's
And
the word I was looking for.
But that's again one of the things about this album that makes it so great. So let's just jump in.
Okay,
Airbag right off the bat.
I forgot how underrated this song was.
That's like every song on this record because you listen to them all together and it's like
They're just
they just work so well. But then you listen to a
Yes.
single song, you're like, oh, this is a great song on its own. too.
exactly.
Airbag, yeah.
Excuse me. Oh crap! I did
starts
it again.
Oh, quit barbecuing the mic.
Sorry, guys.
No more drinking on freaking the pod. Bro.
It just even if I don't drink, I don't know. I try not to. I'd like actually never mind.
Okay, Airbag. In the next World War, I'm a jackknife juggernaut. I am born again. So it's a guy who gets in a car wreck and is reborn as this superhero.
Right.
Right? And basically, he's telling the story of this guy as sort of a metaphor for just the thrill of being in something like a car wreck crash.
Right.
But where it fits in the album is the man is reliant on the car, and it fails him, and he gets in a car crash. And the thing that saves him is another piece of technology, the airbag deploys, and he
Oh.
is saved, and he's okay. And so it shows that the man relied on technology, and it failed him, and the technology that he didn't rely on then saved him.
Backups for backups.
Exactly, and it shows that just in one single action of a car accident, so much influenced this man
So much reliance.
and who he became, which in Tom's story is a superhero. Like, he comes back and is born again as this great thing, which we'll come back to later. And so Airbag just starts out real strong with that.
I just love Tom's writing. Like
And, yeah, it's phenomenal. It's the way he tells a story. Because, like, you don't even know the man's
Yeah.
in a car crash.
I didn't know this, by the way. I didn't even pick up lyrical
Yeah,
clues.
you
from
don't
this.
you don't even know the man's in a car crash till like halfway through the song. He's just talking about this superhero who's born again and like doing these great things. And then in a fast German car, I'm amazed that I survived. An airbag saved my life. That comes in later, and he says in the chorus, "In an interstellar birth, I am back to save the universe." So basically, the man has encountered this technology. He's been enlightened. He's going to come back and save the world.
Hold on. Why can't I remember? I keep thinking electro engineering. How does the intro go?
It's the
That's right,
one of the
that's right,
long
that's right.
drawn-out
Yeah, yeah.
guitars. And so from there it goes straight into Paranoid Android, which is just a classic.
So
bro.
good.
They said that like Bohemian Rhapsody was an inspiration for them doing like a 7-minute long
Yep,
ballad
I
with
could-
a bunch of different
I
parts.
could totally see that.
Obviously, yeah, definitely. Or like "Happiness Is a Warm Gun" by the Beatles, which you
I
probably
don't know that one.
know off the top of your head, but it's the same thing.
Did we listen to that one?
No, we haven't listened to that
Okay.
album yet. And Paranoid Android, really, you got to watch the music video to understand it better. But it follows this man who's sitting at a bar,
Right.
and he's like getting mad at the people there. "Please, could you stop the noise? I'm trying to get some rest from all the unborn chicken voices in my head." And it's a man who's paranoid, basically has schizophrenia. He hears voices. He's going
Right,
crazy.
right.
And, he keeps asking, "What's that? What's that?" But
Right.
there's that voice in the back of the chorus, that little robot voice that's like, "I may be paranoid, but I am no android." You know what I'm talking about? It's real. It's like buried in the back of the mix.
Why am I so bad at remembering musical parts, bro?
Well,
Hold on.
also, I know this
Let me
album
think.
like the back of my hand.
This
but,
is true.
Here, let me play it for you.
Yeah.
Paranoid, but
Maybe when I'm
am
slow.
no android.
Yeah.
So it's the man crying out saying, "Look, I might be crazy, but I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot."
Right.
And so the man what you're gonna see, like, the overall goal of the album is to figure out how humans are supposed to be better as a society.
Right.
And what this man, who I think is named Robin in the music video, but I'm just gonna call him Tom because
Right. I mean, it's
it's
yeah.
Tom York.
Yeah.
Not just because I made that name up. But Tom York, it seems like he's wrestling with, okay, how do we want to be better? If I want to be the born again jackknife juggernaut, how do I become that great thing? And he keeps saying, like, he keeps questioning people, like, you don't remember my name, off with his head. He's like self-righteous. He's got this power now.
Right.
But in the chorus, he says, I mean, not the chorus, the bridge. It's so hard to label parts of the song because it's
Literally,
so long
bro.
and giant. But it's where he's like, rain down,
Yeah.
down, come on, rain down on me.
The funky chords.
And he says,
Noah tried teaching it to me the other day for like 10 minutes.
yeah,
straight.
we'll talk about the music later. The music theory is insane. But he says, that's it, sir. You're leaving. The crackle of pigskin, the dust and the screaming, the yuppies networking, the panic, the vomit, the panic, the vomit. God loves his children. God loves his
Yeah.
children. And you listen to that and you're like, okay, it's just Tom writing random stuff. Then you realize you watch the music video and stuff. It's the man at the bar being like, all right, I'm leaving. I'm done with this. I've gotten mad at y'all. You know, I've tried to exercise my power on y'all. You're making me more paranoid. And now he's wrestling with the concept of God.
Right.
And the
his
original
existence and
lyrics are
whatnot.
even more about that.
Original lyrics.
But Tom decided that they were too on the nose
Oh.
and decided to take them out. Yeah, the original one was like, God loves his children. That's why he kills them.
Ooh.
And it was more deeper wrestling with like these actual theological questions.
That's
and
sick.
Tom was like,
That is
nah,
sick.
that's too much of a meaning. Let's make it more
No,
vague. Let's talk
that
about
would've been
pigs.
sick.
Let's talk about pigs and chickens.
He does talk about pigs and
He
chickens.
talks about
throughout
pigs
the
a lot
album.
throughout the album. So that's Paranoid Android.
Holy
and
peak.
then Subterranean Homesick Alien. This
This
talk
one's
about
so
an
good.
underrated one. This is
Hold
Tom.
up. Let me take the intro. I remember. Yeah, it's the funk. Yeah. Okay. It's got the way. It starts with the clean guitar, right?
Yeah.
To the ugly chord, but it sounds good later.
This song has like the most straightforward meaning to it. It's just Tom imagining if there were aliens that took videos of people and then went back home and made fun of them. But it obviously has more than that. He says the aliens see humans, and they're like, basically these humans run around doing trivial tasks all day. Then they go home and they have their little secrets that they keep to themselves.
Right.
And they're all uptight. That's the chorus. They're all uptight. And so Tom says, I don't want to be one of those uptight humans. I wish they'd come abduct me.
Freak.
Obviously he says it better than I'm
Right.
paraphrasing.
We're
guys,
paraphrasing.
okay? And he's like, if they were to abduct me and I came back, people would think I'm crazy and they'd lock me away. They'd think I'm paranoid. They'd think I'm a crazy person. And he goes, and they're all horrible for that. And then he realizes, oh wait, I'm judging them the same way. And so I'm actually keeping these secrets that I found to myself. I guess I'm uptight too. That's why the last chorus is, I'm just uptight,
Right.
uptight. And it does a great job of just putting you in Tom's mindset of, okay, I want to be better, but don't know how to do it.
Right.
You know, I'm lost. I'm trying to figure out how to navigate all these new things that the world is throwing at us in the forms of technology. How do I do that? And then they just rip your heart out with exit music for a film. So do you know the story behind this song? No. Okay. This song, they were asked to write a song.
Oh wait, it is in a movie, right?
Yeah, for well, it's in a lot of movies, but they were asked specifically to write it for the Romeo and Juliet.
That's right.
From 1997 with Leonardo DiCaprio in it.
Uh-huh.
And they watched a little bit of the movie and they agreed, but they asked, please don't put this on the soundtrack. We want to use this in an album. Tom said it is the first song that they've ever written as a band where every single note, every single word, they were all perfectly satisfied with. Like, they were.
That's hard to do.
This is peak. They were like, this is the greatest thing we've ever written. Please don't use it on the soundtrack. We want to use it in an album. It's still in the movie, though. They just don't include it on the actual soundtrack.
Right.
It's the story of Romeo and Juliet, though. Have you ever, if you listen to the lyrics, which I never realized this until hearing people talk about it, but I'm going to read you the lyrics. And
Read them to me.
wake from your sleep, the drying of your tears. Today we escape, we escape. Pack and get dressed before your father hears us, before all hell breaks loose. That's the
Yeah.
first two verses.
Golly.
So it's Romeo and Juliet trying to figure out what to do before their families, who are against each other, obviously we all know the story, figure out about them and all hell breaks loose.
Right.
And he says, breathe, keep breathing, don't lose your nerve. I can't do this alone. And then sing us a song to keep us warm. There's such a chill, such a chill. So this is when Romeo and Juliet this is basically Tom's rewriting of Shakespeare to be like if they escaped
Right.
before, obviously,
Like, what would happen if it
Juliet
worked out?
fakes her death and then Romeo finds her and then kills himself.
Idiotly.
Uh,
Is that a word?
no,
Idiotically.
you make up words all the time, though.
Idiotically. That's the
yeah,
word.
there you go. But then the last verse is the actual story, and it's basically Romeo and Juliet's response to the families and to the viewers. He
Right.
says, and you can laugh a spineless laugh. We hope your rules and wisdom choke you, because now we are one in everlasting peace. We hope that you choke. And so, Romeo and Juliet in dying have found their peace together, because obviously Romeo kills himself, then Juliet actually wakes up and then actually kills herself. Just spoiled a 300-year-old story for you.
Spoiler
Sorry.
alert.
Spoiler alert. Romeo and Juliet.
Hundreds of years ago.
Everybody dies in every Shakespeare play, okay?
Except for Much Ado About Nothing. No one dies in that one.
That's true. Well, Shakespeare had two type of plays. He
Whatever.
had comedies and he had
Yeah,
tragedies.
comedies and tragedies.
And the
I love
tragedies
Shakespeare.
are peak.
You
Yeah,
like
Shakespeare is peak, bro.
I love Shakespeare.
Shakespeare's
bro.
peak.
Everyone in high school, everyone was like, oh, we're doing Shakespeare. I was like,
It's because they've all become cliches because they're
low genuinely? Peak.
It's low Kirkenly, okay? For
No, it's low kirkentologically. I saw that last night. I don't know what ontologic means.
I saw one this morning that was like 17 different words
Good
combined.
Lord.
I
What does
couldn't say it if I
ontologic
wanted
mean?
to,
Do you
bro.
know what that means?
Huh?
Ontologically, ENTOLOGIC. Ontologic.
Okay,
Google
moving
it.
on.
Wait, I want to know. Giggle it.
So they decide to
Bing it.
ask Jeeves. What's the word? All right, interlude.
Oh, you're Googling? Let's go. ENTO and then logic.
Ontologically with an O.
Oh, well, they spelled it
Relating
with
to
an
the
E.
branch of metaphysics dealing with the nature of being. The philosophical study of being.
Mm.
The study of existence, Judah.
Low Kirk ontologically.
That honestly fits this
How do you
album.
fit Charlie Kirk in there, bro?
That honestly fits
We
this album.
are Charlie Kirk.
I'm trying to avoid this.
Sorry.
I gotta play you something later. Though.
Sorry, Pete.
So exit music is in here, and it kind of throws off this story we have going until later. We'll come back to.
Yeah, I do feel like it's a bit
Well, the
exclusive
next song
to
kind
the
of explains it. Letdown. Peak.
holy peak. You know what pisses me off?
What?
The fact that like half of these songs got TikTokified.
I know.
I
Well,
hate TikTok.
Hey,
It
you
should have
know
got
what? Honestly,
banned.
whatever keeps this album alive, bro.
I guess.
Transport, motorways and tram lines, starting and then stopping, taking off and landing, the emptiest of feelings, disappointed people clinging onto bottles, and when it comes, it's so, so disappointing.
Woof.
This is the saddest song on the album, but you wouldn't know that just listening to it. Like, you gotta, like, dig into the lyrics. It's about being, he says it in the second verse, shell smash, juices flowing, wings twitch. It's about being a bug who
Right.
gets crushed.
I hate
Like,
bugs.
literally, it's about
But
being a
that's sad.
smashed bug who's smashed by the way that society is changing. It's moving too fast. You can't keep up, and you don't know your purpose anymore. You're a letdown.
Right.
And I think this ties into exit music because Romeo and Juliet found their purpose in basically dying.
Right.
And so, I almost said Kirk.
I heard that.
Oh my God. I almost said Kirk. So Tom's debating, like, well, then what is the purpose then? If I'm just a letdown and, these people are finding their value basically in dying, is that what I have to do?
Right.
And he comes back to that later. We'll talk about that. But in the meantime, he's like, well, while I'm here, I'm going to do what I can to exercise what he calls the karma police. Okay? And Tom said in an interview, he was like, so at this point in the album, we've already established if there is no God to establish things
Right.
and sort things out, then what is it going to do it? And Tom said in an interview, well, if there's no God, then we have to believe that some sort of karma exists because there has to be this idea. He said, I love the idea of if you do something wrong, you're going to get what you deserve.
Right.
He said, and the band had like a joke where if like one of them would like do something wrong to the other one, they'd be like, oh, the karma police are going to get you. And well, then it became
Hold up.
this
Is it just
song.
Tom that's British or are they all British?
No, they're all British.
I thought the Greenwoods were American.
No.
Whatever.
No, they're all British. Now you got me questioning, but I know they're all British. All right? I don't know where they're from, though. Johnny Greenwood.
Don't forget about, what's the other one's name?
Yeah, English. I told you.
Bro, he's such a Discord
Well,
mod.
if Johnny's from, then Colin also is. They're brothers, bro.
I know. I'm saying don't Never mind.
Oh, trust me, I don't forget Colin Greenwood. His
Colin's
bass
sweet.
work on this album is incredible. Okay, but
Especially
Karma
in
Police.
Exit for a music film or whatever.
Oh yeah, when that bass synth comes in.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. All right, anyways, call my police.
Karma Police is one of their more famous ones,
Right.
obviously. But it's basically
is
just.
it the most popular one off this album?
I would assume so. Yeah.
I think it is.
And it's basically just Tom getting mad at people for little things and then asking the Karma Police to do horrible things to them. And so he's like,
But then
I don't like the way this man talks. Please kill him. I don't like the way this girl's hair looks. I'm going to call her Hitler. Kill her. And he says, this is what you get when you mess with us. But then the Karma Police kind of turn on him. And he's like,
Right,
Karma Police, I've
exactly.
given all I can, and yet it's still not enough. So now he's wrestling with, well, if there's no God and there's no actual karma out there, bad people still do bad things and good people still don't get good rewards. What are people going to get if they mess with me?
Right.
And, he's sitting there, he's self-righteous in it. And then at the very end of the song, he's like, whoa, hold up, guys. For a minute there, I almost lost myself. I was kind of crazy for a second. Let's bring things back. I'm actually a good guy, okay? I don't want to kill people
Guys,
for
I swear
their
I'm
Hitler
nice.
hairdos.
You don't want to see me when I'm angry.
Basically what this song is, but
You
in
don't want
much
to see
better
my
form.
dark side.
And then
I
we
almost lost myself.
get into the track that I
Imagine
think.
someone getting mad like, I almost lost myself.
No,
Sorry.
they literally. Phew! For a minute there, I lost myself.
The alpha almost came out.
This
The
is
alpha
what
is
you'll
coming
get
inside of
if
me.
you mess with us.
You didn't hear that, did you?
No, I did. And then we get to the track that I think perfectly explains this album. What track do you think it is?
It's Fitter Happier, right?
Yeah, it is. Fitter. I'm just gonna read it because it's literally just a robot voice reading the lyrics.
Do you know what kind of robot voice?
What kind?
It's off some I don't remember what it was. It was a TV from the 90s, though. It was a TV announcer from the It's like a translator type thing.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay.
It's also in what other song is it? It's the Paranoid Android.
It's in Paranoid Android. It's the voice that's saying, "I'm not an android. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not a robot."
And it's in a Mandela catalog.
Man, it's in the Mandela catalog. When Volume 6 comes out soon, which is gonna be sick.
I'm about to crap my pants.
Fitter, happier, more productive, comfortable, not drinking too much, regular exercise at the gym, 3 days a week, getting on better with your associate employee contemporaries, at ease, eating well, no more microwave dinners and saturated fats, a patient, better driver, a safer car, baby smiling in the back seat, sleeping well, no bad dreams, no paranoia. Careful to all animals, never washing spiders down the plug hole. Keep in contact with old friends, enjoy a drink now and then. Will frequently check credit at bank. Moral hole in the wall. Now, this is where it starts to get weird. Moral hole in the wall. Favors for favors. Fond but not in love. Charity standing orders.
I love
on,
this part.
On Sunday's Ring Road Supermarket. No killing moths or putting boiling water on the ants. Car wash, also on Sundays. No longer afraid of the dark or midday shadows. Nothing so ridiculously teenage and desperate. Nothing so childish. At a better pace, slower and more calculated. No chance of escape. Now self-employed, concerned but powerless, an empowered and informed member of society. Pragmatism, not idealism. Will not cry in public. Less chance of illness. Tires that grip in the wet. Shot of baby strapped in back seat. I love that it's like telling it like it's a film. Like,
Yeah,
shot of
exactly.
baby strapped in back seat. A good memory. Still cries at a good film. Still kisses with saliva. No longer empty and frantic. Like a cat tied to a stick that's driven into frozen winter crap. The ability to laugh at weakness. Calm, fitter, healthier, and more productive. A pig in a cage on antibiotics.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my gosh. I love this song so much.
And
We
it's
even
literally
call
just
it a
2
song.
minutes of a robot reading this while this insane synth
It's
going on in the
so
background.
good. Oh my gosh. So
It's phenomenal.
going back in, speaking of which, I'm gonna need my phone in a second, or you can just pull it up. So I went and looked and read back our old reviews because we have this posted on the Instagram.
Yeah.
God, I was an idiot. God, going back into this one, this song.
This is like the.
This
peak.
was so we talked about things that make you cry. Some songs. This one
This one
had me emotional.
This one hits me in the heart. It's especially where it starts the whole.
Whenever everything
no chance
comes.
of escape. And
Yeah,
all
whenever
of a
it
sudden-
slowly deteriorates. That's what I love about
so
it. Honest.
This is the robot's perfect. This is the android, the robot, and we'll see in a minute the government. Perfect idea of a perfect human.
Yeah, exactly.
They're fitter, they're happier, they're more productive, they're doing great. Oh, also they can't escape, and they're a pig in the cage on antibiotics.
Exactly.
And we're gonna keep you there. That's what we want. But you'll get to strap your baby in the back seat. So, you
Yep.
know,
I just love the slow deterioration of
because.
the slow expanding of the vignette.
And we'll talk about it more when we talk
on-
about the
oh my
music because
God.
you can literally talk about it for every song. But the music enlightens the lyrics in a way.
Yes.
In that, as the robot gets more, which it's monotone the whole time. It doesn't get angrier, but as the lyrics get angrier,
Yeah, more-
they get more unnerving. The music also gets more unnerving, and,
And
the
it's
synths start
beautiful.
shaking and
It's
like
beautiful.
getting more dissonant. And
Like,
this leads into.
hey, I ain't done with this.
Oh, you're not done with Fitter Happy?
No.
Okay. Go
Like,
ahead.
first of all, so I brought up and Mandela Catalog, ironically, because they share the same voice. But I think that's a great.
Mandela Catalog's also
Similar
kind of like
embodiment.
dealing
Exactly.
with your own identity
The
because
loss
these
of
things are
humanity to
which in this case is
something
like
else.
supernatural monsters,
Right,
but
yeah.
in this case it's a real thing. It's
exactly.
technology.
And like I think, oh my gosh, I just
Fitter Happier to me, it feels like. Have you ever seen where they're talking to an AI and like the AI will say just something off?
yes,
And it's like,
exactly.
Well, let's get back on track.
It's like
okay?
the revealing of
and there was no
what's
such thing
behind the
as
scenes.
AI. Okay, there were
Right.
only concepts of it. Like obviously you have like 1984 type.
Google was high
You know,
tech.
yeah, I was going to say Google like got founded the same year this album came out.
Really?
Like, huh?
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy.
97. Let's
I'm
check.
not doubting you.
Let's check. No, I want to know
check.
now.
I think YouTube dropped in 2005 too. I say that because I watched it yesterday.
1998. So Google wasn't even a
98.
thing yet. The internet was just barely,
Right.
People had computers in their homes, but
Which
it was
the
like,
internet might have still existed, just not Google.
well, the internet existed, but
Yeah.
we're just saying like the modern forms of it that we have today were not available.
Right.
And yet it corresponds more to the AI problem that we have today
Exactly.
than the computers that they had just then. And it was Tom's whole idea of, well, if we start letting these computers make the decisions for us, because like he said, well, at this point we've decided, okay, God's not making the decisions. There's no karma to make the decisions. If technology makes the decisions, this is how we're going to end up.
Exactly.
Pigs in a cage on antibiotics. This is another example of the pigs coming up, the screaming, kicking, Gucci little piggies that he talks about in Paranoid Android.
This is back to back. These are two of my top picks. Back to
Oh,
back. It's
yeah.
climbing up walls next, right?
No,
No, it's electioneering.
it's electioneering,
Electioneering. I
which
always
is an
say it
actual term of like engineering elections. It's in the name.
Right.
It's what politicians and more so, I think, outside figures of the government, like lobbyists and stuff like that, do to
This is the one-
shape elections to
This
go
is
to
the
their
chorus where he's like,
outcomes.
and I'll go forward.
Yeah, that one. And this, I hear this said like it's the weakest song on the album, and because it doesn't fit the tone of it.
Which I specifically called out this one, and I was like,
This
when I
is the
first
song that made me
reviewed
fall
it.
in love with this album the first time I heard it.
I wouldn't say it's making me fall in love, but I love it.
Well, also, I wasn't listening to things like Radiohead,
Oh, real.
and it's not nearly
I
my
remember when you
favorite.
started listening to Radiohead.
But this song, I was like, oh, the guitar parts are.
yeah, the freaking whatever's in the intro.
And so Tom takes the position of a politician, and he's like, I will stop at nothing. Trust I can rely on your votes. When I go forwards, you go backwards, and somewhere we will meet. But then it gets more like authoritarian, like we were talking about. Riot shields, voodoo economics. It's just business, cattle prods, and the IMF, which is the International Monetary Force,
right.
which at the time had just gotten founded. And the whole goal of it was to like give loans from bigger countries to smaller countries to help them develop their economics.
Ooh,
Except
yikes.
that it was so bad that these
just, like,
poorer
bought them
countries
out
just
almost.
were in a cycle of debt and are still poor
Yeah.
to this day. And when I go forwards, you'll go backwards, and somewhere we will meet. So now
That's a tough
we're
line.
trusting on the government to do it, but the government doesn't. We'll go forwards, you come backwards, and we'll meet somewhere in the middle. But we're not going to tell you where. We're not going to tell you what
Right.
we're going to do with you. And this is the most like overtly political song on the album, especially compared to like "Hail to the Thief," which is just completely a political album. It's his George Bush album, and they're not even American. But it was kind of in response to like stuff that was going on in the UK at the time.
Hell to the Thief or this?
This song.
Oh, gotcha.
But it fit the whole concept of, well, if we're trying to figure out how to be human at this point, because technology's taken over, can we trust the government to do it?
Right. The next powerful force.
Clearly not. Because if we do, we're going to become what happens in the next song. Climbing Up the Walls. Judah loves this song way more than I do, and I love this song.
I hate you.
I'm
I'm joking. This y'all don't understand. This song is like in my top 20 of all songs of all time.
This is one of the creepiest.
That's hard.
This is one of the creepiest songs.
That's why I
you'll
love
listen
it.
To. Musically, the vibe of it is just.
You got to be careful if you're listening to it at night. It's kind of scary.
Let me read you the
But
lyrics.
it's so good.
I am the key to the lock in your house that keeps your toys in the basement. And if you get in too far inside, you'll only see my reflection. So basically, he's taking the stance of a mentally insane person.
Right.
Or really their insanity. It's the key to the lock in your house, your brain,
Right.
that keeps everything inside. But if you were to go in and look at it, turns out it's just yourself. Like, we're just in this cycle
Right.
of humanity. And so, which I love the chorus. Open up
I
your
know.
skull, I'll be there climbing up the walls.
Golly.
But Tom said in an interview about this song, he said, which at the time the statistic is different now. He said like 8 of the top 10 like mass murders were just normal people who just snapped suddenly and just had too much.
God, that's crazy.
And that's why it says 15 blows to the back of your head, 15 blows to your mind. So lock the kids up safe tonight. Shut the eyes in the cupboard. I've got the smell of a local man who's got the loneliest feeling.
God.
Because all those murderers were just normal local people in Britain who had just
Dude.
been alone for too long and snapped and went crazy. And that's why he says, either way you turn, I'll be there. Open up your skull, I'll be there climbing up the walls. And it's just this wrestling with like, okay, technology isn't going to help us. At this point, Tom has decided that God, karma, technology cannot help. And clearly he can't do it on his own, otherwise he's going to be
Trying
an
to cling
insane
onto your
person.
own sanity. It's like, oh
Exactly.
my gosh.
Yeah. So then we get to, I'm really bad at telling the vibe of a song, like, oh, this song's sad or this song's happy or something,
Right.
by the lyrics. Because I can listen to a song and be like, oh, I can tell you why this is written so well and why this concept is what it is. And then I sit down and I kind of turn my brain off and I'm like, oh, this is sad. Like, I never really think of it that
Right.
way. Because when I listen to Radiohead, I'm not listening to Radiohead because I'm sad. I'm listening to Radiohead because it's peak and it's what I want to listen to.
I listen both.
I listen to songs like this even when I'm happy, okay?
I
But
do
no
too. I'd be like-
surprises. No surprises. The lyrics of it, bro. It's
So
Tom
good.
deciding to kill himself.
It's so good.
A heart that's full up like a landfill, a job that slowly kills you, bruises that won't heal. You look so tired and unhappy, bring down the government, they don't speak for us. I'll take a quiet life, a handshake of carbon monoxide with no alarms and no surprises. And so basically, Tom has wrestled all the way through these concepts and has decided that this is his final fit, his final bellyache, which is a symptom of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Right.
And he says, no alarms and no surprises, please. But then at the end, and listening to this song, I picture it like, I can just see it cinematically, and I know it has a music video, but I think of it as in he's sitting in his car, poisoning himself with the carbon monoxide.
Right.
You know,
In
the
the
old
garage.
joke of the garden hose running from the tube into the window. And he's sitting there and he's looking at his house and he says, such a pretty house and such a pretty garden. And the voice in the background starts yelling, get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Right.
And he keeps saying no alarms and no surprises. But the background vocals are saying, get me out of here.
Right.
Please, please. And so it's Tom
Yeah.
wrestling with maybe the answer is not death. And I think the background vocals get a chance to shine on the next song.
Right.
Not literally. I'm saying that voice in the back of his head that's saying, okay, maybe death isn't the way. Because he says, I'm on a roll this time. I feel my luck could change. And so Lucky is basically the opposite of Airbag. So that superhero comes back, but this time it's about an airplane crash. And he's not a superhero anymore. He can't save himself. So he calls out, kill me, Sarah. Kill me again with love. And people asked him, who's Sarah? And he was like, I like the name. He wanted to use it. And he says, it's going to be a glorious day. Pull me out of the air crash. Pull me out of the lake because I'm your superhero and we're standing on the edge. So basically he realizes he can't save himself. He needs someone else to do it. So he calls out to this woman, pull me out of the air crash. Please help me, save me. I can't be lonely anymore. And he says, and he goes back to the government. He says, the head of state has called for me by name, but I don't have time for him. It's going to be a glorious day. I feel my luck could change. So she pulls him out. He's saved. He comes out, and it leads into the last song, The Tourist, which I always forget about until it hits, and it's such a good closer.
So it is so good.
And The Tourist kind of takes you out of the story for a minute and just talks about life moving too fast. Hey man, slow down. Idiot, slow down. Like that's the whole chorus. And and then he talks about being a robot. He says, sometimes I get overcharged. That's when you see sparks.
Right.
They ask me where the hell I'm going at 1,000 feet per second. They say, hey man, slow down. Idiot, slow down. And it's basically, it's the conclusion he comes to, that if nothing's there to save us from the inevitable collapse of society and the technology that's taking over and we're becoming more reliable on, then we just have to slow down. The only answer is slow down. And I feel like that applies so well today to these businesses and these inventors that just want to push and push and push technology to the very brink until we don't have jobs anymore. And it's like, well, slow down. Hey, man, slow down, idiot. That's my favorite line. Idiot, slow down. Because it's just so true. Like, we got to slow down. And obviously, we're not going to come to the same conclusion Tom comes to completely concerning God or karma or, you know,
everyone's got their own
our purpose in life.
Ideas.
But that's where the ambiguity of it comes in. Whereas you don't have to feel the same way about all those songs. You don't have to see the same meaning in them. You don't have to see a meaning at all. That's just the meaning that Tom ascribed to it. And it's so good. It's so good.
It is. I can't, bro. Oh
it's
my
so
God.
Peak. Genuinely, if there's any album, we've said this about a couple albums, but if there's any album you can't say you're a music fan and also say you've lived life without listening to OK Computer. All right? Like, it's considered one of the greatest albums of all time, especially among concept albums. Like, this is a good place to say it is my favorite album of all time.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
I can't think of anything that works better as a cohesive record, yet also each song is just incredible in its own right.
Right.
I can't think of anything that works better for me.
It
It's
is
at
so
least
good.
top 3. Like maybe if I'm in a different mood for something else, it would move down a spot or two, but
Right.
it is so good.
I think it would make top 10 for me. I think I mean, don't get me wrong. This album's 10 out of 10 for
I
me.
know.
But I think for personal, you know, connection with an album.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I still have a lot of personal connection with it. But I think other ones have, you know, more.
Well, I have a ton of personal connection with it, especially with the music, which we're about to
actually-
talk about.
No, yeah.
The music works so well.
Exactly. That's what
As-
I think brings it all together. Because, I mean, you could have
absolutely.
a
You
beautiful
could have phenomenal
storyline.
writing, and if it doesn't have
If the person sounds like
music,
dog crap and your
Exactly.
guitarist is terrible.
which
and so
Radiohead
the
is made
drummer.
up of 5 of the greatest musicians alive, like
Right.
in their respective fields, and they don't get enough credit for it as musicians, I don't think, outside of like their fans and musicians, because maybe they're not technically flashy with their skill and stuff, but they can all do so much with their so little tools. Like, look at a live show. They have released.
I don't know, man. So little tools. I watched an Ed O'Brien thing. Bro, he's got 3 pedal boards. He's got wet effects, gain,
Well, what I'm
delay.
saying though, is you take the bends, straight up rock album. You
Right.
take this, it's what I think is the perfect mesh of all their styles. You take Kid A, which is just a straight up electronic album.
Right.
You take In Rainbows, which is like a softer, chiller album. And they got to do all of that, all those songs. And then you have songs like There on Hail to the Thief, where every single one of them plays a drum part. Like, literally. There's that much percussion going on. And they all play so many different roles in the band.
Right.
A lot of times when you hear synths and stuff, it's not a synth. It's just Ed on his 3 pedal boards looping stuff and going crazy with it. Or it's Johnny with a bow on his guitar, a literal violin bow on his guitar doing crazy stuff. Or have you seen the video of him where he plays on the guitar and then he uses the headstock to play a synth? Like he's playing guitar
No, I
solos
haven't.
while he's playing synth lines on a...
I have not seen that. That is hilarious.
It's incredible.
Let's do that for Sunday.
Or you have... I think the most grounded of all of them are Colin and Phil, because they're the bass and the drum player, and those apply to all forms of music.
No bias, by the way.
Yeah, no bias. All right, for real.
Says the bass player.
I am a bass player, but my favorite member of Radiohead isn't Colin. Sorry, Colin. It's Ed. Ed is awesome.
Really?
Yes, he's a perfect rhythm guitarist.
He's really good.
He lays the groundwork for Johnny to do incredible things on, but Colin would probably be second in line. Because the bass lines, like you said, there's songs like Exit Music, where it's literally just Tom and an acoustic until 3 minutes into the song, and then it just attacks you with the end of the song, which, again, works to the lyrics because finally Romeo and Juliet have found their purpose and the music just completes it. And that's why that song shows up in so many films and so many TV shows, because it provides the perfect groundwork for anything to happen, the climax of your film.
Right.
And there's a Black Mirror episode that has it on there, and I remember seeing that and just
I don't know what that is.
Blown away. Black Mirror is a show. It's like an anthology show where each episode's about a different thing, and like, but they're all like meant.
Oh,
to
you
be,
told me about this.
Meant to be like creepy and dystopian and stuff, but each one's a different concept.
That sounds cool.
And yeah, there's some great episodes of that show. But the one with this, it hits. It comes in at the end of the. I remember the first time I watched that episode a while ago, and like that first guitar chord hits, I immediately knew what song it was. And I was like, well, this is the greatest episode of television. But stuff like that just makes them work so well.
Like Climbing Up Walls. I think that's one of the reasons Climbing Up Walls is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
The percussion in it, the end synth whenever he just starts
It's that
screaming.
tuned percussion, the ding, ding,
Yes.
ding, that like echoes on.
Oh my gosh. That's like the wall of noise underneath it, but like the wall of
noise that accompanies his scream.
exactly. Along with the idea of what he's talking about losing your sanity and like that desperation. Oh my God.
Hold up,
What time is it?
I gotta verify. It is 2:10.
Who cares?
I gotta verify something.
What, the end?
Okay, yeah. So Nigel Godrich produces all their stuff, and the production on this is phenomenal. Little decisions like, okay, in Letdown, his voice is actually 2 voices panned hard left and hard right
Yeah.
for the verses and the choruses, except for the last verse. You know where you are. It's just the right voice. And the right voice just holds out this long note, and then the left one comes in with the someday I am gonna grow wings, just real high and real big. And the 2 voices are like talking to each other, and little decisions to do things like
so
that.
Good. I love that part so much.
Oh yeah. And well, let's talk about the music in Letdown. First of all, how do you come up with a guitar riff like that?
I know it's just simple chords.
That is both an odd
but like
it's simple arpeggios, but it's an odd thing that is technically off by a beat.
Wait, it is? I'm trying to think.
It starts on the 2.
Are you talking about like the higher guitar that's like oh, that part, yeah.
Yeah, the main guitar throughout the song. When the drums and bass come in, they come in on the 1, but in your head it's not the 1. You've already established the rhythm, and then they come in with that, and that guitar keeps going, but it's off.
Yeah.
It's little things like that they do that. Or on Paranoid Android, they swap to 7/8 for literally a measure every riff, and you don't think of it like that. You just feel it in the way that they play it.
Kind of like Master of Puppets.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Where that no one knows.
no
what
one's
time
counting
signature.
what time signature. Yeah, they're
That's a
playing.
musician like
just feel it.
controversy. No one knows what time signature it's in.
Exactly.
People say like 21:35. Some people say like 7:08.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just one of those things you just gotta feel it. Which obviously we know it's in 7/8 for Paranoid Android.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Master Puppet.
No,
it's
that's
21:35.
impossible to tell. It's 273 over 2. But things like that, I'm trying to think what other songs. I mean, every song has at least one music part that you're gonna pick out and be like, "Whoa."
I think
And everybody's gonna have a different one. On Airbag, that long drawn out guitar is so good
So
as like
good.
a foundation.
one riff that I really like that was not a deep cut, but it resonated with me better is in Lucky, just like the clean guitar.
Mm-hmm. Or the piano in Karma Police.
Yes.
The chord.
And the not notorious. I always forget notorious has like a bad connotation to it. The very famous delay thing that he does at the end of Karma Police.
Oh, yeah, that-
Yeah, that part.
So you know the beginning of Lucky, the guitar thing that Ed does?
I'm trying to think about it.
Here, let me play it because it's...
I don't know why I'm so bad at recalling musical parts, bro. This is something I gotta work on, especially as a musician.
this thing.
Why don't I remember that? This is Lucky?
You'll remember when it comes in. It's just this like repeating noise. And then
Yeah, okay.
Tom wrote that entire song because Ed did that one day in the studio just like while messing around, and Tom was like, "Stop, record that now." And he wrote the whole song based off of that one sound.
That's what it's like
Like-
sometimes.
Because he said if you go looking for things to write about, you're never going to find them.
Exactly.
If Ed plays a random thing on the guitar, though,
It works. It works.
And that just speaks to the genius, even like musical production genius, but also the music theory. We talked about the chord progression on Paranoid Android.
Which I think they just throw it out and do whatever sounds good.
They do whatever
But then
sounds good.
follow it up.
Exactly. And that's kind of
All right,
what...
remind me of the chords on Paranoid Android. So you're starting.
Okay, so you start with C minor.
C minor. Do.
G major.
Do. Yeah.
Then G minor.
Do. Then you go to the
Then
D
to
minor.
the A.
A. Okay.
Yep.
Do,
Then to the D minor,
do,
to the A, to the D
do,
minor, but then a D minor over
do,
C.
do. Yeah, because I couldn't reach it. Do.
And then F,
do,
B flat,
do,
F, G minor.
F. B
Or no, maybe it's
flat.
B flat, F, G minor, F,
think
then E.
B flat F G minor would make more sense.
Yeah,
No.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
B flat, F, G minor, back to the F. So it stays in that key for those 4 chords. But then
no, then it goes to E minor.
major.
And then hits E major, right? I thought it goes to E minor, then it goes to E major.
No, it hits an A and
Oh,
then an E.
A and then an E major.
Yeah.
Okay. So C minor.
And then back to the C minor.
G major.
So it doesn't fit in
G
any type of key or anything. It's
F
just
major.
walking
Well,
around
it
what
does.
sounds
It's just
good.
swapping between two.
Well, I know. I'm saying the whole thing doesn't
Oh.
fit in one
Right.
category.
Right. Yeah.
They're just doing whatever sounds right. Elite. And I think that's what makes this so great is it's not worried about being fancy or anything like that. They're just like, well, it sounds good, so we're gonna do it.
Exactly.
And that's why
Musician
OK
made.
Computer by OK Computer by Radiohead is 10
So
out of
peak.
10 out of 10 out
So
of 10.
peak.
Like it's peak.
So peak.
It's the best. Anything else? Because I've said my piece.
I think I'm ready to die now.
I've lived a good life. I heard OK Computer. Just kidding. You still got to listen to In
Jokes.
Rainbows.
Yes, In Rainbows.
is great.
Honestly, I
I was gonna say, is
it's
this
such a
even
hard
your
pick
favorite
between my
Radiohead
favorite Radiohead song. It's right between
album? Okay, fun
Climbing
fact.
Up Walls and Reckoning.
This is like my favorite album of all time. Does not even include my favorite Radiohead song though.
Really?
Jigsaw Falling Into Place is my favorite Radiohead song.
Really?
And it's a very
Okay,
basic
remind me
song.
that riff because I get that one mixed up.
That's
not doing it for me. Wait, play it.
It's the acoustic,
Do. Never mind, I remember it. Do. Yeah,
and
okay.
then it just goes down chromatically.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Radiohead song. But if you were to put that song on OK Computer, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, it
Like,
wouldn't work. I don't think Reckoner would work on an AK computer either.
No, not at all.
I
Here,
love Reckoner so much. I don't think you understand. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, speaking of which, have you heard OK Not OK, like the extended edition of
No.
OK Computer? Okay, they did a 30,
Next album is
They did a 30-year reissue, which, look, guys and gals, find you a partner who looks at you the same way that I look at my 30-year reprint of OK Not OK, OK Computer, 4 LP vinyl. That thing is a masterpiece.
Wait, you have that?
Yep. It is.
When'd you get that?
I've had it for a while.
Who gave it to you? Was
I
it one of
bought
us? Oh, you bought it?
I bought it when it was finally available.
Good thing that's not the one I'm getting you.
It's so hard to find that album online. Like, I bought it for your brother.
Is that the one with the 3 hidden songs?
No, not 3 hit songs. It's got 11 extra tracks on it. That's why it's the normal album's a 2 LP, which I bought your brother.
You got on the double LP? Or
Just the normal one. I think.
Yeah.
Because the other one's hard to find.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if you want it, you got to pay like $70 for it, which I did.
Don't go in my room whenever we go back inside.
Okay.
The vinyl's sitting out, and I guess you didn't see it.
Oh, and I didn't.
I forgot about that.
But it has. So you haven't heard any of the tracks that didn't make the cut. Okay, Man of War. Go listen to Man of War.
Man of War.
You will love it. It's the only song that I can see justifying putting on the album.
Right.
Because it fits the tone and everything. It's polished. A lot of them are still, like, you can tell in their demo stages.
Right.
Polyethylene's another one, but you can tell it's kind of in its demo stages. But Man of War is, like, a perfect song, and it's been a favorite of Radiohead fans for a long time. And it just never made the album because they were like, well, we've already... And that just shows you how peak this album is, because if a song that good doesn't
Can't
even make
it.
the cut. Like, but yeah, go listen to Man of War. You'll like that one. But yeah, 11 extra tracks. So
Watch,
it's a
guys,
whole
y'all heard me
extra
hiccup?
album.
I'm not going to hiccup again. All right, anyways, continue.
Which, you know how Kid A, they released Kid A and then they released Amnesiac after that, which
Yeah.
is kind of like...
The deluxe whatever.
Which isn't a deluxe version. It is its own album in its own right, but it was recorded at the same time, and it was just kind of the ones that
Right.
they didn't like as much. But it has peak songs on it. Pyramid song.
Noted.
Anyways, yeah, that album's phenomenal. I don't know what else to say.
I don't know what else to say either.
We're an hour and 30 minutes in. Do we even want to play a game
No.
at this point? Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
You just gotta soak in the greatness. That's why I didn't prepare a game, because I figured it would be a long discussion about this
For a
album.
game.
This album, things like this remind me why we do this in the first place, because
Honestly, which I want to talk about this too. You put me on to Radiohead. I listened to. I believe I
Hey,
listened
you're
to
welcome.
them before you did. Actually, I listened to them before you did. I think.
I don't know, maybe
When did you start listening to Radiohead?
I don't know, a long time ago. I listened to Muse first, and everybody was always like, "Well, Muse is just wannabe Radiohead," which it's not. Muse is its own thing in its own right. It's more like operatic and stuff.
Maybe you listened to them before me, and I just didn't know that you listened to them. Anywho, I never really got in depth to Radiohead. I just knew they were big, and then I did.
Yo, they're like my favorite band now, because golly,
Then I did. Yeah, and my goodness, I'm glad I did.
yeah, they're definitely a musician's band. Like,
I think that as well.
but again,
Not
if you're
only, but
not only
if you're a musician, you're gonna.
if you're a
appreciate it much
musician
more.
or sad. But I think anybody should go listen to this album. It's phenomenal.
I do hate that it's been TikTokified so many times. Even though it survives it, I still hate that it has been.
Yeah,
I just hate TikTok actually.
agreed. But I don't know. Some edits go hard if you put.
Don't get me wrong, some edits go
If
hard.
you put exit music over it.
But whenever you have
look,
some
I'm
random
just saying,
dimwit dancing to Let Down and has no clue about the beauty behind it and the perfection that is the album, take
have
it
you
down.
seen that new trend where it's like the Japanese thing and it's like you have to say the
Yeah,
words
yeah.
on beat? I saw one, but it turned into an Anakin Skywalker edit with exit music playing over it.
Oh,
And I was like,
Sentius to me, bro.
well, I won't even be able to find it at this
God
point.
dang it.
But it was so peak.
I don't even understand the point of that trend.
Thank you for listening today. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, turn on that bell. We need to put the Freddy Fazbear where he unfolds the thing is the subscribe. Have you
Oh
seen that?
yeah, we should jump scare them. Can you insert a jump scare?
Oh yeah, it'll be at some
Dude, speaking
random
of which,
point.
dude, I'm telling you, you have to play the FNAF VR. It's
VR
terrifying.
gives me headaches.
It's terrifying.
I'd be more scared at the
At least just
headache
for
than
one
the...
night.
Okay, bet.
One night. Because I'm telling you, bro, I mean, it's FNAF. Yeah, it's scary. But I'm telling you, I couldn't
FNAF's
see out the
good.
hallway unless I physically moved this way.
Yeah, that is weird. I would not like that.
It's so scary. Like, oh my god.
It be the night guard.
It be the night guard.
Yeah, if you made it to the end, send us the phrase "It be the night guard." And no, that's just Freddy.
FNAF is also
You're Freddy. Have you seen that animation?
You're Freddy.
But FNAF fan animations go hard. All right. Anyways, next week's we already talked about that. Never mind. Judah, I guess we should sing the outro song, the exit music.
Oh, I was gonna do let down.
Well, you don't have to do exit music.
No,
I was just saying. Just
Wait,
sing the exit.
the
music.
exit music or like?
The exit music because it's the music that we're exiting the
Okay,
episode with.
let me think. Do, Senor.
Oh.